Hey guys, this is Dustin again, coming at you with another fragrance review. Now this one is new to me. I purchased this one through one of the Facebook groups, and it's becoming one of my new favorite ones to wear. I've worn this one multiple times in 1 week, and it's different than the other freshies out there. So the fragrance I'm talking about is Kenzo homme EDP. Now this thing is strong. Now I have it on. I did a test spray here a few minutes ago. Now this one's kind of deceiving because when you look up the notes on Fragrantica, it only gives you 3 notes. And the notes are in the top: C notes, mid, leather, base, patchouli. To me, I think there's a little bit more going on in the top that maybe they didn't pick up on. One being in the C notes, you do get this, I wouldn't say saltiness, but almost like an ocean type of aquatic-y vibe. But there's almost like a soft white floral, almost more like a orange blossom, almost akin to like when you smell Azaro Chrome Pure. It has the citrus, but it also has this white floral undertouch, almost slightly powdery. I get that in there, and then you get a little bit of the leather and kind of an earthiness in the background. It's kind of sweet, but it's not too sweet. And this, I really, really like this fragrance. Now, for me, I wore it in the cold weather. The past few days have been in the mid-20s for a high and the lows of the teens. And this thing cuts through. It doesn't get doled out. Even in the cold weather, I'm getting 7 hours, no problem. And I'm curious to see how it's going to be come springtime on a warmer day, kind of in the 60s or 70s, to see just how much longevity I can get. Even in the cold weather, the first 3 hours was pretty heavy. It wasn't over the top heavy to where it was like choking me out or anything, or people around me, but this thing hangs in the air very nicely. It leaves a good scent trail, but it's not a nauseating or a gag everybody out type of scent trail. Probably because it's not loaded with musk. It's not loaded with a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, I would say it's on the moderate to heavy side on my skin for the sillage, that first 3 hours. The first hour, it's heavy, and then it goes the next 2 hours into a moderate heavy, and it doesn't really stop pushing until about 6 hours. But at that 6 hour point, you're in about an average projection range at that point. On my skin it is. And that's even in the cold weather. That's 30, 40 degrees. This thing goes just fine. And it's becoming one of the ones I would definitely recommend for a signature scent for all year round. And you just have to go into it because it's not your typical freshie. It's a little different. It's gonna have a little bit of a soft leather in the background, a little bit of like an earthy patchouli, not a dirty patchouli, or like a, not to offend anybody, but like walking like a essential oil or a natural place, then it has that real dirty, danky patchouli. No, it's not that. It's like a soft green patchouli, but you get almost like an orange blossom, soft white floral, aquatic type of note in the top that makes it very different, but not off-putting. I'd say anybody who likes freshies, but with like a soft powderiness mixed in with it, you're gonna love this. If you like softer leather, but where the leather's not the main player, you're gonna like this. And another thing is it can be had in the $50 range, probably on discounters. I got this one for right around 40, and it's one that I'm not going to trade. This is going to be one that is going to stay in my collection. It's becoming one of my top signature scents in my collection. But now for versatility, this is where it's going to shine. All 4 seasons, I would recommend this. If you're worried about it being too cloying in the summer, dial back the sprays, but it's still gonna get you 8 hours, no issue. Perhaps even more. I mean, I have dry skin. For me to get 7 hours, especially in the cold weather, from a freshie, that says something. That says a lot to the performance of this fragrance. And probably this composition is what works well with my skin chemistry. So now, could you dress it up? I think you could dress it up. It has a little bit of the notes in it that is classy, but without being old school type of like a Bentley for Men Intense, or it's not a mature fragrance, but a mature person could pull it off, and somebody in the early 30s to late 20s could pull it off. It's definitely one I would say you could dress up. I might perhaps wear this coming up. I have a funeral coming up, and I might wear this to that, dial the sprays back, and just see, but we'll go from there. But for me, from 1 to 10, based on versatility and how you can wear this and just the sheer performance no matter the weather, this is definitely a 9 out of 10 fragrance for me. Kenzo Pour Homme EDP is definitely in my year-round rotation from here on out. And I put this right up there with the Ferragamo Acqua Senziale Blue for a signature scent, my Ferragamo Eau de Toilette. It's one that I really, really like and really recommend. So go out and get yourself a bottle, try it out, and leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you think about this one. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.